This is Half Serious, where we dig into the things that keep us going. Habits, hobbies, hell, even bad ideas, and the hard crap that nearly breaks us. Because life doesn't pull punches, and somewhere between the chaos and the craft, the dichotomy of life teaches us a lesson. We laugh, we curse, and we keep freaking going. So pour a drink or start your marathon, and let's get into it. In this episode, we're going to talk to Peaches and Amaretto. Yes, obviously both fake names, but both of them are going to go into some hardships that they've had in their past and how they're able to work through them to get to where they needed to be today. Two very successful individuals in their own right. And a little bit of a disclaimer here. This was after a couple of strawberry martinis, so there is some drunken banter. If you don't want to listen to that, might want to skip on and listen to a different episode, but this is still very entertaining and it's real, just like I hope every episode is. Alright, enjoy. He hates red-haired people. So if you have red hair, he'll freaking hate you. Yeah.
It's because gingers are very angry all the time.
I don't know. I know a couple of gingers and they're pretty chill. Like,
really?
Obscenely happy most of the time,
Stereotype
actually.
is not realistic.
Not in my experience. I don't know. I've made some amazing watermelon strawberry martinis.
Is that watermelon?
So you didn't even taste the watermelon in that?
It was strawberry.
Yeah, it was. Strawberry was a puree. It was watermelon strawberry.
Oh, you tricked me.
I mean,
but mine had more club soda than anything.
Yeah, you did. You had more watered down.
That's why I didn't taste the watermelon.
Listen, you only feel drunk because you're actually hydrated for the first time ever.
Earlier.
I've never gotten to work with girls before. Most of my best friends have been men, and you guys are the first women I've gotten to be close to at work. I mean, a few women I've gotten close to, but not like this. And it's freaking refreshing. I'll say that much. Maybe it's because we're the same age.
Most definitely it's refreshing.
I thought I was on an island before I met you guys. Well, thank you for that, first off.
As soon as I met you all and I got to hanging with you, I'm like, oh, yeah.
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 Oh, this is a great fun.
But is he going to act weird with me?
Castle,
because you know some dogs don't know black people,
but
and that's the reason why I asked. Because if that's the case, then let's just.
Castle's nuts have been circulating within the police department for several years now. And pictures of how big his balls were throughout the department. So if you're having a bad day, we just send you Castle's balls.
Are your balls?
Your balls circulating around. It's okay.
I've read where people are like, when you smell what they call like your doo-doo air.
Yes.
When someone walks by you and you breathe in when they walk by, you can smell. They're like,
yeah,
butt,
their butt air.
Whatever.
What is butt air? Is that like a fart?
No. It's like their butt air. Like if they were to get up. Like, if they were to get up out of a chair,
sit down like this, and it creates
the air, the aroma that it creates.
And it's like ooh, that stinks.
Like, so wait, somebody just jumps up and wait, if you smell it,
the aroma,
you're just like, ooh.
The aroma.
Smell it when they're moving around. It's like, ooh, they need to.
Yeah, it's like their butt air. That's right.
We had a
with
guy
no
that,
shame.
That ate pizza that someone else brought days. He didn't know where it came from.
What?
Put water on it.
Oh, I'm just not gonna take food from someone. I'd be like, oh, this looks good.
This is hardboard. Let me put some water on it.
Yeah, let me put some water on it to make it softer.
That's like those whole potluck things. Because I always picture somebody with like 14 cats that makes the potluck.
What about 3?
No, you're super clean.
Yeah,
exactly.
But if somebody leads with, I have 3 cats.
Look, you'll never see me cook for any big event like potluck. No, I won't take that responsibility.
Even if I know you really, really well, still a potluck, I could have like one thing and the rest of it's questionable.
I can't do the potluck. Went and bought a crock pot the last time, the day of.
A nice ass crock pot too. She bought a nice crock pot. Wasn't that one of those, what's the actress name? It was the actress, crock pot. Was it Drew Barrymore? Yeah.
Yes, have one.
Oh,
It's literally called like Beautiful or something.
Yes,
and it's
beautiful.
Really nice.
It is. And people, they have reference.
Wait. Are we that old where the actresses we grew up with now have crock pots?
We're that old, sis. Yes.
It's a nice crock pot.
They have names and they are nice. That time we had a potluck where the person brought in like stuffing or dressing in the crock pot. Wet dressing in the crock pot.
Is it dressing or stuffing? You like which one?
I don't even know what the difference
I don't
is.
either. What is the difference?
Because that's
difference?
exactly what she
What
said.
is it?
Jefferson, I feel like it should not be wet and loose, like in a crock pot. The dressing.
Yeah.
Giving you content here.
She brought in the dressing in a crock pot, and that was the
Hold on.
first time I ever saw that.
What else? I don't know how you cook dressing in that little
I've never made either one.
And that's why I didn't want to be so judgmental. I'm like, because maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, maybe this is something new for me to learn.
Here you go. Here's the explanation.
Okay.
It says stuffing is cooked inside the bird's cavity.
Oh,
The
yeah.
dressing
gross.
is baked separately in a casserole dish.
Oh,
Okay.
well, that was definitely dressing.
Dressing
Yeah.
is more common in the American South, and stuffing is used elsewhere. Specific types of bread used, like cornbread or dressing, can also contribute to the distinction.
Well, yeah.
So if
That-
it's stuffed, that makes sense. All right.
Yeah.
I get it. So that's
Hard
more
pass.
south. Hmm.
I don't even eat turkey though.
Mm.
I'm more of a ham person.
There's like shiny stuff on ham.
Chinese stuff?
You know what I mean? Like there's shiny stuff.
Oh, shiny. I thought you said Chinese stuff.
I like ham for holidays.
I like ham.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me show you something.
Oh, I don't like ham. I'm seeing it right now. I don't like it anymore.
I'm going to show you.
Her face looks that of disgust right now.
It was infected with worm parasites as a
Ew.
result of eating pork.
That's gross.
Now, that's not what I was expecting to see.
You should
Hey,
know.
wait,
I'm
do you
sure
lose
it-
weight?
Especially after I included the pork tacos.
I definitely scarfed down those pork tacos.
I love ham.
Those are the first ones I go after.
Jesus, look, body infested with tapeworms.
Stop.
I can't look at this. I had
Yeah,
ham
me neither.
earlier today.
You had what?
Ham. I
Oh.
love ham.
But you do.
Not anymore.
No, I love ham too. So stop it.
Forget ham. Why don't guys clean?
They don't have to. Women still go down on them and have sex with them.
Do they?
Yes. I personally would not, but there's a lot of thirsty women.
I need you to.
What do you do if you go down there and it smells? Do you come back up? What kind of excuse do you use to?
I guess it just depends on how my
Ooh, I just wanna
stomach
kiss
is.
you. I just want to kiss you
Because
more.
I don't want to make you feel bad, but at the same time, it's like you don't need to make me feel bad either.
Think it's okay to be like, ooh, women, you guys need to clean. It's like,
Seriously.
y'all need to clean.
And then if you think that you can just lay on the bed without freshening up or anything,
Uh-huh.
like, no, bro,
Yep.
that's not it.
No, I
Yep.
agree. If we get in the shower and prepare ourselves and shave,
Yes.
you guys need to shave your fairy butt,
Yes.
bodies, balls,
Absolutely.
Mhm. No.
like the feet guy.
The feet guy that what, like your feet or
The guy she was dating
Peaches
had
feet.
stinking feet and she didn't like it.
Remember-
oh
that-
yeah. If it's like homeless feet smelling, no.
That's
no.
hard to wrap your mind around, Tessa,
Yes.
because
It's
this is
sour.
what
It's the back of your throat. Like you can't help it.
Have
It
you ever
hits.
sucked someone's toes?
No, I've never sucked toes.
Mhm.
Hold on. I've only done it twice.
Uh-huh.
Once on each person.
Uh-huh.
And it was right after the shower.
Yeah.
Feet haven't touched.
Yeah.
That was not like a, hey, let me suck your toes.
I know,
It was like a,
no.
hey, have you ever had anyone lick your feet?
First of all,
Like,
but,
that's
but
right.
but when you do though, it's like
It was more like
Here.
a silly thing.
I mean, I'll try it, but bear with me
Yeah.
though.
It was
Yeah.
like, okay, that was my contribution.
Good.
What's next?
Here you go, buddy. Good
You're
job.
welcome. Not doing the other foot.
I'm with you too.
All right, so I'm gonna get serious now. Y'all ready?
Yes.
Icebreaker questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so what have you learned through each of your hardships in life that you want to share? I'm not going to ask particularly, that has taught you that life is kind of meant to be lived differently because life sucks in general. If you're going to sum it up, life sucks with like crappy that happens, but that is also what makes the most interesting freaking people, right? So, what kind of hardships have you each been through that you want to share, and how did you get through them?
Well, I think the biggest hardship that I've been through, and that is just in my life at all, is always going to be my mom being a functional drug user. I think that's the most important because, for one, as a child, so embarrassing, like just to know. Or if you are with a group of friends and all of your moms come up and your mom come up, it's just embarrassing. And that's just being real. Like
Yeah.
the mom that is an avid drug user, it's
Did you know at that young of an age? Did you know that what was going on?
I knew what was going on, and I didn't know the magnitude of it. I didn't know what the outcome of drug use was until I seen how we were neglected.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, that's powerful.
Did you know at the time that you were being neglected, or is that something you saw like after?
Had no clue because at the time you could not tell me that my mom was not a good mother. No, you just couldn't tell me that because I saw her, I witnessed, even if she wasn't there like as a parent should,
Yeah.
I saw her, like she was there for me in the aspect of what I thought a parent should be there for. Now, when you're grown and adult and you have kids, totally different perspective. But as a kid, you're so innocent, you don't know.
No.
That's all that you know is that's my mom and I should be respecting her. Like, I shouldn't go against anything that she's doing until you are an adult and you're like, no, that's wrong. Like, if I have a child, I would not want my child to be in any environment where those things were taking place,
Yeah.
It's real and it's still surreal to this day because my mom is still a functioning drug addict. And still to this day, the little girl in me cry out for my mom. It's like when I'm having issues or if I just need advice, it's like the natural thing for me to do is go to my mom. But I know like she's not capable to handle anything that I'm going through. Like she's just not capable. In my mental, I want her to be, in my mental, I want to go to her. I want to, but I know that it's just like a little girl's dream.
How old do you think you were when you realized that she wasn't capable of knowing what was right or what was a good decision or how to guide you?
Yes, 5th grade.
That's early.
5th grade, I knew like it's not connecting with me, like she should, or like other people or the kids' moms are. Like I know that there was a disconnect there. And 5th grade is when I saw it like for face value of what it was. I'll never forget it.
That's my kid's in 5th grade right now. I couldn't imagine her dealing with that in 5th grade. So how do you think you just matured like quickly, or do you think you just realized how to maneuver it, or
I think I did mature quickly because as soon as I joined the military after college, I got custody of my sister because I didn't want my sister to go through what it was that my brother and I went through.
Yeah.
I wanted better for her. And still to this day, I treat my sister like she is Jalen, like she's a child of mine.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you should have better. I know that I should have had better.
Yeah.
And I'm not taking anything from my mom.
You should
I'm
have
not
had better.
discrediting her. I'm not discrediting her at all. But I know that I should have a better version of her.
Yeah.
My brother should have had a better version of her, and that would have made us better individuals.
First off, I think you're an amazing individual. And I don't know a better version that you could be because you're amazing.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
But I think that you deserved somebody that was there for you. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And at 5th grade to make that kind of decision, that's a big freaking deal. Because you just learned how to be your own caretaker.
For the most part, I did because even as, like my sister now, she's in her early 30s, but I still try to be the role model of a mom that I feel like she should have.
The one that you didn't
The one that I never have or experience. I feel like no one should be cut short of that experience. But I'm good because I feel like I was picked for this. I feel like I was chosen for this assignment. I feel like it's nobody else to tell the story than you because there's no judgment for me for my mom. Like I still look at her like you did an amazing job, even though you didn't do all that you could have done. Like, I thank you for doing what you did do. I thank you for not saying abort her or abort him, or I thank you for doing as much as you did or as much as you could have done. I appreciate all of it.
Don't sell yourself short on how much you've accomplished through that stuff. Like, I've seen so many people like, well, I was given crap cards, so of course I want to be here. And that's why I freaking love you.
I know. Love you too.
Skin is so soft.
Okay, well, we went from like, hey, I respect you to like, I want to wear your skin. But
Like silky smooth.
also, yes, your skin is silky smooth.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know some people are set up for failure. And it's so weird to me. The people that have just chosen to be like, nah, I'm just going to continue on and succeed anyways. And then there's other people that just choose. We all know that sit in this room that just choose not to be. And they're just like, no, I'll just go and be this victim.
Yes, people's perspective, it always blows my Tesla. Even from
Yes.
my siblings' perspective, my outlook on my mom. Like my sister is like, she, you need to stop letting her use you. And I'm like, I don't feel like she's using me because I know I'm fully aware of everything that I
I'm
do
not
for her.
ignorant of what's going on.
I'm fully aware that when I spend money, when I buy food,
Mhm.
like I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It doesn't weigh in on me. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Whatever that is, I feel the moves that I make are intentional and they are supposed to happen.
Yeah.
That's always been that way.
And to me, that's what brings a generation forward. Everybody says, like, hey, be a contributing member to society. And like crap that you've done helps generations after you see that and do that. And that's what I think helps those generations after.
The easiest things to do is just to give up and say,
Yep.
I don't have to deal with this.
Yep.
You don't. You
Yep.
absolutely do not have to deal with it. But when you can deal with it and you understand it, I think that makes you a better person. The big picture, I think that makes you a better individual. A lot of people do not understand my standard.
You have your own set of standards. Like I've cut people out of my life because of certain lines that I've crossed that imaginary lines that I've built.
That's right.
I can't say I would have that much endurance with that. So that's pretty cool.
Now you can get to Amaretto.
Oh yeah, Amaretto.
Very good. It's gonna be hard to, let's say top that, but
I've been telling that story for years, though.
She's like, I've been hard shipping forever.
That's right. Yeah.
Amaretto, you are from a hardship of your own. And I'll say, I don't know enough about your history to know where you got it from, but you care for your team in a way that usually I saw from a law enforcement standpoint, where it's like, hey, I'm invested in this. And I didn't think I'd see that from a civilian side. And you have so much investment in those around you. Like even Peaches, who left our circle, but she went on to do different things, but you still invest in her. You're like, no, I care about where you're going to go and what you're going to do.
Yeah, I love her. I mean, I can think of people who've helped me along the way, but never really had anyone that invested in me level. So I know what I want to do for other people. Especially when people show up and they do such a great job and they are so awesome to be around. You just want to lift them up and help them and, be with them on their path to self-discovery and progress and things like that. So when something great's happening to someone that you care about, you want to be happy for them and help them and be there for them.
What is a hardship that you went through that determined your investment in the people around you that maybe you didn't get, that you thought that you needed?
Actually, my first marriage, I was not a good wife.
What do you mean?
I was not. I was not loyal and dutiful, and I wanted to go to school all the time. I wanted to work all the time. I wanted to travel for work.
But why is that wrong?
I was not investing in the relationship. I had extracurricular activities, quote, unquote, air quotes, that obviously I shouldn't have been doing. And that really prevented me from investing in the marriage. And so.
But you were invested in there in the beginning.
Yeah, but I was young. I was 18, 17 when the relationship first started.
Freaking young, though.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't know who you're going to be.
No.
You sign up for it and then you're in it. And it's like, I'm not this person. What do I do? Made a lot of mistakes, but I had to make the really hard decision of eventually getting out of it.
How many years in were you?
20.
That's a lot.
20. Yeah. 20 years, knowing that when you're doing that, you're putting your own happiness before everyone else's. And that is not a good feeling, especially when you have kids.
Why don't you deserve that? Why shouldn't you? Because everybody else has probably put their happiness before yours.
But it's kind of like this. If you have one cookie in your cookie fix box and you got it for you.
She's only saying this because it's a cookie fix box.
You got it for you. And Tully's
Yeah.
like, I want that cookie.
Yeah.
You know you're going to be like it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So we don't always put our needs first. We don't always put what we want first as moms, right? We do
Yeah,
what
that's true.
is needed for them and put ourselves on the back burner, whatever it is. They
Yeah.
need something, we'll go without because that's what we do. So I did that for many, many years and it was not good for anybody.
In my experience and the friends that I've had, it's so one-sided for the most part. The female takes a hit on a lot of stuff that's supposed to be the responsible party of it.
Yeah.
And if you're a working person, then you technically should be 50-50, but it never turns out as 50.
No.
And I have amazing male friends that do 50-50, you know. But generally is this accepted socially. It's not 50-50. It's like what, 20-80 maybe?
I think it's 100.
Yeah, if you're lucky.
110. So
It's
yeah,
exhausting.
that was kind of it. So when I eventually pulled the plug and got out of it, you know, I felt so much guilt for everyone
Why?
because it destroyed my ex. He was destroyed. He wanted to fix it and I didn't give him an opportunity. I just said, nope, I'm done.
But didn't he not have that opportunity in the 20 years?
Yeah, you know, he has responsibility for certain things, but I know what I wasn't doing to help. And I'm responsible for me. And I know I was not doing anything to make that situation better. The best thing for me was just to get out of it. And that was the best move. And I don't regret it. It was good for everybody. But, you know, it's made me better in my new relationship because now I just know to be honest about the things you do and don't want, which can cause their own issues, but you know, of course it helps that I don't share a child with this person. It's always different when you share a child with someone, right? I think it came out well, but it was pretty hard for the last couple of years, you know, getting to that point. So feeling like it's okay to be happy
Yes.
and let go of the guilt and saying, you know, I'm not that person anymore. I'm doing good things. So
do you think that he felt the same after that, or do you think that he recuperated pretty quickly?
He definitely recuperated quickly. I mean, he moved on immediately, which I was really happy for him. He deserved happiness. She was a good fit for him. That was good for them. I was happy about that.
I'm not a man hater. I love men. They're some of my best friends, but I feel like their needs are kind of simplistic in a way. So like if a woman is willing to meet those, it's so much easier to fill that gap than it is a woman to find a new man a lot of times.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, absolutely. We're pretty selective on what we're looking for. Otherwise, if we're self-sufficient, we don't need it.
Yeah.
You know, I can just be alone and
there's
do whatever.
stores that sell things. I'll admit it does get lonely like during the holidays. If there's something where it's couples only, I can bring my best girlfriend, but
yeah.
So those kind of suck. But generally speaking, I don't know if I'd want to share my space, like my home, with another man. I like my area.
You would have to bring so much value for me to just say, yes, come and share this space, you know. And I hate that I'm there. I hate that I'm there at that point. But it's like a lot of stuff I can do for myself.
Yeah. Cleaning up after somebody else sucks. Okay, they're not a child. They're a full adult.
Yes.
So to know that that's going to encompass part of your life now, it's like, why? I make the same money, or if not more, than you do.
But what if he cleaned up after you? That would be nice, wouldn't it?
That would be very nice.
It would be.
If you
it would
sit on the couch
nice.
and he did the dishes.
That would be something that
or he took the trash
I have
out.
never experienced. That would be very
but I would
nice
say,
and different.
I would feel so guilty though. Like,
is that a lullaby?
What is that?
It's time. That means it's time to go to sleep. I don't even want to. I'm embarrassed to say that, but that's the lullaby. It's time to go to bed.
Wow.
So your body doesn't tell you you're sleepy. Your phone says,
if I would have been home, I probably would already been in bed. So when this goes off,
I know.
It's like, listen.
So, if you guys were to talk to your 20-year-old selves.
Oh, God.
Yeah, no. What is a difference of path? Would you give yourself a different path? Or would you just let yourself do the same thing over again?
I would definitely stray myself on a better path.
Like how?
I would just say that it's okay to say no. Because my thing is saying no is like, it's saying no, even if no matter how it benefits or does not benefit me,
Yeah.
I just feel like saying no is a bad thing, even if it puts me in compromised positions. And during therapy, I realized that's because I hadn't been rewarded for not saying no. Like that's all that I know. Saying no, it is a bad thing. I hadn't been taught differently. I would tell myself, my younger self, is to say no. If you don't want to do it, don't do it.
Yeah.
Like, be comfortable with the decisions that you make and behind those. I would definitely tell my younger self, be comfortable with saying no. And no alone, not having to explain anything.
Yes.
No is an explanation.
Yeah. To quote the Olsen twins.
The Olsen twins.
Yes.
Michelle Tanner.
They
Absolutely.
said, they
Yes.
said, hey, listen, no, it's a complete sentence.
It's a complete
I'm
sentence.
like, yes.
That's it. No, period. That's
Yes.
it. I don't owe you anything else.
I don't know a man that's like, let me justify why I'm saying
That's
no.
right.
Nope. They just say no.
It's us.
Yep, it's us.
Let me justify. Let me tell you why I'm saying no.
Yep.
No, it's a complete sentence. That's the end of it.
Yes.
No, that's it.
Okay, so Amaretto, what would you say is your thing that you would tell your 20-year-old self?
You can wait on your relationship. You don't have to get married.
Yeah,
And people
yeah.
say, oh, this is
Yeah.
the progression of things, right? You're in a relationship,
Yes.
you should get married. And you should
Yeah.
have kids. Like, that's what you
right.
should do. I wish
People
that
push
I had
that on you.
waited until I was much older and done all the things I wanted to do. Let's see, I got married while I was in college. I wish I had waited till I was out of college. Figured out what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Wish I'd gone through a different path with my career. I wish I joined the military. As funny as that is,
Yeah.
because I'm uber feminine, but I wish I had done that just for the basics, like, education, employment, and,
Retirement?
yeah, all those things.
Yeah.
Employment opportunities. I don't know that I would have stayed in it my whole life, but just long enough to establish something.
Yeah.
But
Agreed. Social norms kind of, get at you, especially in small towns. You think it's the whole world wants me to do this. And oh no, that's just this little bitty piece of island that I live on right
oh
now.
yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
What do you think drove both you guys to kind of get at where you were? Laughing at my
Naysayers.
dog.
I think the naysayers is what drove me because I didn't know how I was gonna or what I was gonna do because without my mom, I just felt like I don't know if I'll end up like her. And that's been my biggest fear. Even today, that's been my biggest fear. And I'm not saying that in a derogatory manner. It's just like I want to be better than what my mom was. Like, I know she wants to be better, but I want to be better than what she was because
You are.
after her mom was killed, my mom did not know how to just go on without life because her mom was her crutch. And I feel like I was put in a situation where I didn't have my mom as a crutch to kind of teach me to be self-sufficient and I'm thankful for the lessons, however they came, I'm thankful for them. But I think that is the biggest thing, Tess. Like, I always thought, and I always said, and I know it's probably bad to say out loud, but I don't want to be like my mom because
Yeah, I think it's a bad thing to say.
I know that felt like she wasn't there for me like I wanted her to be just as a child, I didn't have anyone to look up to, or when I was afraid or when I didn't know something, it's just figure it out because my mom wasn't in the position to tell me what was right or wrong. And I felt like it shouldn't have been on anybody else. Even as a young child, I felt like it's not this person's role to school me on this, or it's not this person's role. I hold parents to a high standard, moms and dads.
Agreed.
And so all that I can do is just try to put good back in the community, whether it's in my work, whether it's in my child, whether it's whatever that I do, just put some good back out. That's all that I want to do. That's it.
I will say I've met so many kids that were about your age when that stuff happened, and it's like, how are they gonna get through this? Like, there's nothing we can do. Back when I was law enforcement, there's nothing I can't get child services involved. Like, there's not enough there, and so it's like, how are these kids gonna survive? It always had to do with the grit of the child,
Yeah,
right?
I truly, honestly believe that it has to be something that child that wants to continue, that
Mm-hmm.
wants to be successful.
Yep.
Because the easiest things to do is just to go along with the standards,
Yep.
go along with the current and flow of things.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just to be negative and do whatever it is
Yep.
that you have to do to survive. But you don't have to do that.
Exactly. But
You
it's
do
hard
not.
path. It's a hard path to
It
choose.
is very hard. It is very hard. It is very hard from what you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's very different from what you know, but me personally, I can say it's the standard that it's a road that you would want to travel
Yeah.
as a person that's
It's an investment long
traveling.
term.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, for sure. I'm with you, good or bad. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna tell you and I'm gonna call you out on the bad things, but I'm still gonna be with you. I'm just gonna show you a different path on how to maneuver or navigate that. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be with you because I know how it feels to be without, and I never want my child to feel that way. Ever, 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 ever.
Because you felt that way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that is not a good feeling at all.
Mm-hmm.
Even today as an adult, we still want our parents. Like I still
Yes.
want like sometimes I'm still like, I need to call my mom
Yep.
and be like, but then reality will set in real
Mm-hmm.
quick. It's like she won't understand, or like she has life
Yep.
that's holding her down, or like she won't get it. And I'm just thankful that I'm in a position to where I understand that, and where I'm not able to hold that against her, because my siblings do. Like my brother and sister, they have not forgiven my mom for using drugs
I
and
yeah,
like
that's hard.
forgetting about them. Like that doesn't make it right,
Yeah.
but I understand.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, it's a bounce back to Amaretto with your complications and confrontations with your family. How do you think that you were able to kinda get over those hurdles? I don't know what it is, but there's some people I've seen that have either a crappy family, I'm not saying you guys do, but I just mean like a crappy family or like a crappy way that they've been brought up, and then they just follow down that same path. And then every now and there's that anomaly that decides, "I'm gonna go down this way." And I don't know what defines them, but I feel like both of you have some of those attributes where you're like, "No, I'm gonna do what I know that I need to succeed." So Emerdo, what do you think, or what made you decide to go down the path that you did?
Honestly, I was born as a type A. I think I literally came out of the womb as a type A freak where
What do you mean, freak?
I want order, I want control, I
Mhm.
want to understand everything. I want everything to make sense. I'm a perfectionist to the
Mhm.
core, which has its own issues. Sometimes it's helpful, sometimes it's detrimental. And, from a young age, even as a little child, I would match my socks to everything. Like I'd put on little high heels as a child. Like I wanted to be pretty and gorgeous and popular and all these things. And, it was just, you're going to be the best. You're going to succeed. You're going to keep driving until you get everything that you want. There's only
Mm.
yourself stopping you. Nothing you can't do. So I always had that mentality growing up. And then, once you get to the age to do those things, sometimes if you don't have a good role model to be like, hey, let's look into where you can go and do what, you really just don't know what avenues are out there. And so I didn't really know where I wanted to go and what I wanted to do. And so I just kind of picked something and went with it and created and forged my own path and ended up where I ended up, which I'm not mad about by any means, but, I think just being a type A perfectionist, really, and seeing what my sibling, the mistakes that they made, really
Are they
did.
older?
Yes, two and a
Okay.
half years older. Just watching them just repeatedly destroy their life really will make you like, okay, I see them doing that. I can't do that. I'm going to do this, which
Mm,
kind of sucks for them because it's like trial and error for them.
yeah.
It's always easier as the second person. You can kind of watch someone else do it and know what you should or should not do. So, having that luxury of being able to make those decisions after the fact was probably beneficial, but we were very different people. My sibling is very type B, no drive, no path, Nothing. We've been estranged for many years.
Is that something you decided, I'm gonna cut this off, or is it just something that kind of happened?
It was kind of organic, but there's just two of us, two kids. And there's just two of you. You end up being more, almost like more competitive, especially when you're
Yeah.
the same gender. I think it's more competitive. We grew up very differently. She had a very different situation through school with dating prospects, grades, athletic abilities. I mean, everything was completely different. Everything was probably harder for her in a lot of ways, and she definitely went off the deep end with it, but she didn't try. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. She didn't try. She didn't want to succeed. What was the question again? I already forgot.
Well, take a sideline then. Do you think that you decided to go through kind of the steps of getting out of it and going through college or whatever it is that you went through and your master's and all that good stuff? Or do you think that you saw her failures and were like, no, I definitely do not want to be that?
No, I honestly never viewed what she was doing as a motivator for me. She was kind of a non-factor as we got older. More like junior high, elementary school, high school. It's kind of like, ugh, why is she doing that? Why is she making those decisions? But I had such a full life that I wasn't focused on what she was doing. And then, when you get to a certain point, you don't really look to what someone else is doing when they're so opposite. You're in such opposite places. You almost say you forget about them, but they just
Yeah.
become a non-factor for you. She was making her own poor decisions, and I wasn't, obviously perfect. I've mentioned the things I was doing that were not good and moral and whatever else. But yeah, it was never an option to fail when it came to school and employment. That was always, it was just going to have to be on the up and up.
And I feel like when you in those situations, like you don't even have a choice. It's like I don't have a choice. I gotta succeed.
Yeah.
Well, I will say, and I know you guys hate compliments, maybe as much, if not more than I do.
I'm giving you a compliment. If you give me one.
No, right? Exactly.
Too late. You guys have both been amazing. I have had the pleasure of working with some amazing leaders, especially within HPD and the stuff that they've done. I couldn't have had a better transition to the outside realm outside of HPD than with both of you. Thank you. I'll be eternally grateful. No matter what happens, I will do whatever I can to help both of you succeed.
Yes, thank you, Leah.
I love y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Thank you.
We didn't put you in the hot seat.
I know, right? I know, right? You definitely get in the hot seat next time.
Nope, I don't ever have to be in the hot seat. That's what's so great about being the host. I get to be the one
You
that just,
will be the host
talks.
next time.
That's right.
But unless Castle has something to say, that's all I got. He's snoozing over there, dude.
Look,
Chilling
he's
with
like,
you.
he didn't got his head on
I
me.
know.
Oh, that.
I love you.